viewers, in today's video I will teach you guys how to add a second floor to the house that we built on Sweet Home 3D. If you guys remember my last video where we built a house in Sweet Home 3D, I showed you guys how to build just a one-story house with only one floor. As you guys can see the house right here, it's just a one floor house which has all the essentials you need. But what if you wanted to create a second floor? How would we do that? So first things first, what I like to do is go to the staircases menu and bring a staircase, because you have to have a staircase if you want to go upstairs, because it wouldn't make sense to just teleport there. In Sweet Home 3D, it's actually very simple if you want to create a second floor. So as you guys remember how to create the first floor, you will just click on this plan button, click on it, then go all the way down to levels, click and add a new level. Then we have a new floor. But you guys might be wondering, it doesn't really show up here because we have not drawn anything, but everything here has disappeared because of showing the outline of the first floor. So if you guys actually want to see that it is a real floor, what I'll do is let me just draw the walls. This is for the walls. So when you follow the outline, if you want it to be perfectly the same way as your first floor, so when you click, you can drag around the outline, click, drag it up, then finally drag it. So now we have the walls showing it, but then we'll now need the floor. So we'll click on this button, then draw the floor. There's a faster method that we use to draw the floor. We'll just click on this, then select double tap it, then it draws the floor when you want to do the second floor, because it may be hard to try to get the staircase floor curved down. So we'll just click on the four floor stuff and double click it, then it views the floor automatically for us. So now that we have our second floor, we can now start dividing it the same way we divided the first floor. What if you wanted to switch floors? You will just come here. As you can see, it is now showing level black. So I'll click on level 0 back at the first floor, then level 1 at the second floor, like this. So now that we know how to create the floor, let's now decorate it. So we'll scroll down. So now let's guess what we actually need in the second floor. So first things first, you click on this tool to draw your walls, then select it over here, and then we can draw it so we can divide the house. So when we divide that, then we'll come here and draw it down as well. Then we can not draw there, then we can select out, then select it again, then finally attach the last wall over here like this. So now we have a full house divided on the second floor. As you guys can see, all the rooms are divided. We have 4 rooms just like the first floor, but this place will be a bit different since you don't need a kitchen and all those stuff here. It will be like 2 bedrooms and then any other thing that you will need in the second floor. So first things first, let's decorate the bedroom, like the guest bedroom. So we'll click on the bedroom category, then add a bed. So we'll drag that and drop it inside our building. But this is the wrong direction. I'll use this menu over here to flip it around. So now we have it facing the correct way. Sorry if my voice might be sounding weird. I have a cough, so it is bad, but I can still manage. So now we'll click on the wardrobe and add it over here by this side. So now we have a bed and a wardrobe. So the next thing we're looking for is a bedside table here. Let's just select it, then drag it and drop it over here. So now I can drag this over here. And this is how our bedroom is looking for so far. So far so good. But what if, for example, now like this wardrobe is not, I wanted it to be brown, not white. What I can do is select it over here. Then either you can double click on it. So for example, now this is the wardrobe I have selected. Just double click it, then it opens the wardrobe settings. So we will need to ignore all this for now. I'll explain it in future videos. I'll come over here to the color tab, then click on this button. So then we can color the wardrobe anyhow we want. Since I already have some saved colors, I'll just use brown. Then we click OK. Then it actually changes the color from white to brown. So let's add that there. And now let's add some windows as well. And by the way, we can also change the windows color and the floor color. So we'll do that in this video after we are done decorating the second floor. So click on doors and windows, but we don't need a door because this is on the second floor, so it really makes sense. But you actually need a door, because what if you want to get into this room, for example? And by the way, we can also change the door color. Any item you bring out, you can change the color of it, just for you guys information. So I'll drag this door, drop it, and then that should be all the doors we need. And let's get some more windows. Let me find this one, drop it over here in one room, then get another window, drop it over here in another room, over here, then finally get this double small window, add it over here, then drag this one all the way up here like this. So now we have 4 windows in each room and some doors as well. So now that we have that, maybe we should change this door color from white because we can barely see it as it is. So I'll double click on it, then go to the color tab, click on it, then let's make it brown as well. And we can see now the door is shown perfectly. Let's do that for all the doors. So color, then the same brown, then select this door, double click it, color, then brown over here like this. So now we have all the doors colored. We can also color the bed if you want, but I don't think that is necessary. So now we can get out of this place and let's see if there's any other thing we need in our bedroom. So we have, let's put this chest, I guess. Let's see. There's nothing else we really need here. So now we can decorate the second bedroom, since like I said there are 2 bedrooms. So for this bedroom, I'm using a single bed because it's only been 1 person sleeping here. So we'll put that over here. So now we have it. Let's rotate it in the correct way. So I'll click on this icon and rotate it the correct way, just like that. So now we have it that's rotated. We can get the things we put in last, which is a chest, a bedside table, a wardrobe. But since this is like where a lot of doors are, we have to try our best not to block any doors, because we also have to make it in a way realistic, because we know we cannot open doors here. But if this was a real house and you wanted to open the door, it shouldn't really make sense. So that's why you have to try and actually make it as if you're creating your own house that you're going to be living in. That's the aim of Fit on 3D. And after you're done, they can use it and build a real house, if that is what you want. Or if you just want to do it for fun, you can always just do that. So now that we have our 2 bedrooms done with, let's create a bathroom, because even though you're on the second floor, you can't always be running downstairs to use the bathroom. So as I said, I'm using this bath. Then I will get a shower, I guess, over here. Then we'll get a wash bin. What happened to it? I don't know where it went. So a toilet unit over here. We have to make it divide because this staircase is obstructing some of our place. That's the disadvantage when you're making a staircase. It will come on the second floor and disrupt a lot of stuff. So now that I have put a wash bin with a cabinet, the bathroom is done. The only thing I need to do is take away this window, because you don't want a window in your bathroom, because that would be weird. So speaking of windows, let's go to our other windows and add a curtain. So we'll come to the Michelin Chilos and drag a curtain and drop it behind a window, just like this. Then we'll do that for all the remaining windows that we have over here, like this and like this. So now we have windows covered, and now we have curtains covering all our windows. The next step is for us to make this final room, which I guess, since there's nothing else we really need to make, let's just make a second kitchen. So a cooker will come over here, a fridge and a freezer will come over here, then I guess a dishwasher will come over here, then clothes washer over here, then cabinets can come over on this side and on this side as well. Then one of the most important things we need in here, a sink, because you have to wash your hands. Let's put it at this side. So now that we have a sink facing there, we can now get, I guess, an oven. That isn't actually an oven, that should be a microwave oven. I don't know why they just named this oven. Maybe they made microwave oven, but I guess I'll just use that as a microwave oven since we don't have anything else to move that in. So let me select it, then use this icon over here to raise it up, then put it over here. Then we can carry this, drop it perfectly, then put the oven on top of it like this. So now that we pretty much have a full kitchen, I'll just grab a hood to put it on top of the gas cooker, add another fridge, shouldn't hurt, over here, sorry. So now that we have made a full second floor of our house, let's try and at least make the walls at least colorful. Even though in real life it will be white, the outside will be white, but let's make it colored since this is not in real life. So first things first, we X this, then double click on each side of the walls. Then to pull up this tab, then we'll go to the left side, click on color, and let's say blue. Then we'll come to texture and let's find this texture over here. So if we do that, it looks like that, but the thing about textures is that when you put a texture, the color wouldn't really show, so you have to go back and re-edit the color like that. Then texture, the same texture we'll use last, then put the same color on the right side over here like this. Scoop that up. So now it's time for this wall over here. So let me select this wall, color blue. Wait, before we put color we have to put texture. Blue tiles, let's come to color blue, then do the same thing for the right side of the wall. Then we'll just put that over there. Then we have that side covered and the inside as well. So now we can come out this side over here, left side blue, texture blue tiles, the color, let's select blue again. The texture, we'll put the same texture, the color blue. This coloring thing is just like a repeated process until you can get all your walls covered. So that is what I am trying to do here. It can be a bit long, it depends on how many walls you have in your house. So that's why most people just create like wall floor and call it a day, because it actually can texture, blue tiles, then color. You can actually change it up if you want to, but most people like me just use the same color over again. Because I'm just going to use one color. You can actually change the colors. It's not a must you must use just one color for all your walls. But I prefer that in my own wall. So let me select the next one. Over here like this. The color blue. I'm not going to add the texture because it doesn't really make a difference, like I said. So then we come over here into that wall, and I think that should be the last wall, hopefully. Let's see our house, and that is not the last one. This is. So let me just select this wall, then put the colors that we should be done with the colors. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.